my plan, and I've had it all along, is to defund Jack Smith's special counsel. We can do that through the Holman rule and work that through the appropriations process. I think it's extremely important for us to do. I believe in firing people, Larry, and I think Jack Smith needs to be fired for bringing, we don't even know the charges he's bringing against President Trump.
If you do not know the charges, then how are you so upset? Well, let me cure your ignorance. Donald Trump is the subject of several investigations, the latest of which includes charges over the incitement of the January 6th insurrection, as well as charges over interfering in the 2020 election results.
Former President Donald Trump, the judge in that case, Eileen Cannon, out of Fort Pierce, Florida, has set a trial date for the 20th of May. So that's a good 6 months prior to the election in November, on November 5th, 2024. The president and his team, they've been arguing, they want to punt this thing past the election.
What's ironic in this case is that the Judge Eileen Cannon, was appointed by Trump, and she was the one that set the trial date for May of 2024. But that's not going to stop conservatives from being unruly and claiming that this is politically motivated or a two-tier justice system. Like, good grief. And in fact, other people have already taken the fall for President Trump, like the 16 Michigan electors, as you'll see in the next clip. But then after that, I'm going to tell you what the charges are.
Nessel says the nefarious plot to overturn President Biden's win unfolded on December 14th, 2020. The group allegedly met in the basement of Michigan GOP headquarters, signing multiple certificates claiming that they were the state's, quote, duly elected and qualified electors. But their plot never materialized. Now, each of these defendants faces 8 felony counts, including forgery.
And investigations into these fake elector schemes are already underway in several other states. But let's get to the charges that Marjorie Taylor Greene, Congress Karen as I call her, is already so upset about, yet doesn't even know what they are. They include obstruction to an official proceeding for the delay in certification on January 6th caused by the violence at the state capitol building, that just casual insurrection, conspiracy to defraud the United States with repeated lies about the results of the 2020 election that, remember, Dominion already forked out $787 million to Dominion voting systems for those lies, conspiracy to make a false statement through possibly sanctioning a slate of false electors, and lastly, inciting and assisting in aiding in an insurrection to overthrow the government of the United States. And the next clip is going to be the best response from Trump's poor attorney.
President Trump did absolutely nothing wrong. He's done nothing criminal, and he's made his case that he was entitled to take these positions as president of the United States. When he saw all these election discrepancies and irregularities going on, he did what any president was required to do, because he took an oath to do exactly that.
Discrepancies, that of which did not exist because Trump's legal team lost 61 out of 62 court cases in their illegitimate pursuit to overturn the 2020 election results. But these facts and election losses do not matter to partisan hacks like Marjorie Taylor Greene, whose tongue at this point is bound to be scaly from constantly licking Trump's boots. They're always going to find something to be angry about, no matter what the pre-existing conditions are. Take, for example, Jack Smith, special counsel appointed by Attorney General Merrick Garland, who is employed by the Department of Justice in Biden's administration, who is tasked with investigating all of Trump's criminal activities. Now, conservatives, crazed right-wingers, are going to claim that this is politically motivated, but check yourself. Because if this was an investigation outside the government by an independent entity, you all would also be angry and upset because you'd be claiming that it has no legitimacy since it's not a part of government. So you're bound to be angry and frustrated no matter what. So conservatives just want to have their cake and eat it too. They just want something to cry about because that's what they do. This continues to show that Republicans do not operate under the same rules of logic, accountability, and consistency. They're going to continue to play the victim despite being the perpetrator of injustice. Hypocrisy is their middle name, their bread and butter. They're going to always get angry at everything no matter what. Even if they can't define it, even if they don't know what the charges are, they're always going to find something to get upset about. The same way that people have already commented at this point of how gay my voice sounds despite me not wearing my crown for this video. So get pressed. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, you should subscribe to this channel because we do some pretty awesome things here, and you know you want to, so you can see more from awesome people like me. And you can find more of me on my YouTube and on my TikTok, where I have 72,000 followers and do a morning show on TikTok every single weekday. So subscribe, you won't regret it.